This is Eddie Hearn, you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation.
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So as you guys know by now, Kell Brook very recently, like the other day, he had been talking a lot about facing the welterweights. Fighters like Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan. But now, recently, he just said something else to the public, and that is his team, they want him to move up to 154. Now, let me go ahead and read exactly what Kell Brook had to say about this situation. Quote, "The team around me want me to fight at 154 pounds because they know I perform better at a higher weight. But because I'm stubborn and I'm a world champion at 147 pounds, I want to stay down here." We're talking about this Spence character. He's a mandatory. We've even been talking about Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. They're all fights, and we've wanted to have these fights for years. But I'm stubborn, and I really want to stay down here at 147. We're in a predicament now. What do we do? 154 or 157 or 147? Where do we go? We're still in talks with many different options, but Amir Khan is still my main target. It's gotta be him. End quote. You ever watch one of those movies where some guy is cornered and the police, they have him surrounded? He's hiding in a house right now. And the police are yelling, "Come out with your hands up. We've got the house surrounded." Now, this person who's surrounded, he doesn't want to give himself up. He's going against the grain. So what does he do? He tries to go out the back door. Damn, he sees cops there. Then he tries to go out of a window. He sees cops there. No matter where he goes, he's completely surrounded. The only viable option for him is to abide by the police, vacate the premises, and surrender by walking through the front door, right? Now, that's not something he wanted to do, but he was forced to do it. Sound familiar? Well, it should, because this is the situation that Kell Brook is in. Just like Kell Brook said, man, what to do? What do we do? This is the situation that he's in. Kell Brook, he was trying to go through the back door, which is Amir Khan. But Amir Khan, he said, no. If you want to fight me, you're going to have to keep that belt because I want to fight for that IBF belt, Kell. So you're going to have to fight that tough-ass Errol Spence before me and you could fight. So Kell, he couldn't go through the back door. He tried to go out the window, which is Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao is facing Jeff Horn next. So he couldn't go through that Manny Pacquiao window. Meanwhile, the IBF and Errol Spence, they continue to yell, "We got the building surrounded. Come out with your hands up." But like Kell Brook just said, he's stubborn. So he's still trying to find a way out this house without giving himself up. So then he thinks of an even crazier idea of going upstairs and jumping out the window on the second floor, which is the junior middleweight division, with fighters like, Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlo, young lions like Jarrett Hurd, Erickson Lubin, still got Julian Williams up there, and whoever else I didn't mention. You guys get the point. These are the options that Kell Brook has. Either he's going to give himself up and vacate the belt, or give himself up and fight for his belt, defend his belt. Or is he going to flee to 154? Now, this is my question, like the names that I just mentioned right now. If Kell Brook goes up to 154, who is he going to fight at 154? I mean, is he going to fight Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlo, Julian Williams, Demetrius Andrade, Edeslani Lara? I truly can't. See, the whole thing is, if Kell Brook is not going to fight Errol Spence, there's no way he's going to fight a Demetrius Andrade. That wouldn't even make any sense. So my guess is the only people he's going to fight at 154 is like a James Kirkland. I forget the guy's name that Canelo just knocked out. Smith, forgot his first name. Maybe Angulo. I mean, these are the only type of opponents I really see Kell Brook fighting at 154, unless he, gives rematches to Frankie Gavin and Kevin Beiser, previous mandatories that he fought before. I mean, really, who is he going to fight if he goes up to 154? Like Kell Brook said, what to do? They are in a tough situation right now. And for the fans that tried to defend Kell Brook by basically saying that the Amir Khan fight is big and it's a grudge match and it'll be so huge in the UK, let me ask you this. If Amir Khan himself is saying that he's not going to fight Kell Brook unless Kell Brook fights Errol Spence next, if Amir Khan is telling people this, then what is Kell Brook's excuse for not fighting Errol Spence now if there is no Amir Khan fight on the table at all? You are fresh out of excuses if you can't land the Amir Khan fight. Because according to the fans, that fight had to take place first. But you see, Amir Khan, he disagrees with the fans. He says, no, Kell Brook versus Errol Spence needs to happen first if he wants to fight me. This is what Kell Brook is saying. So what is the excuse now? What is the excuse now? I'm telling you, man, Amir Khan, he done really foiled Kell Brook's plans. This puts Kell Brook in a very desperate situation. He doesn't know where to turn, which way to go. Now, for those of you guys who remember, I did a poll a while ago, way before Kell Brook fought Golovkin. And in that poll, I asked the question, when it comes to facing Errol Spence, will Kell Brook vacate the belt? Will he fight Errol Spence right then and there? Or will he prolong? And it was so funny because you had so many Kell Brook fans that were surprisingly, or I shouldn't say surprisingly, but you had so many Kell Brook fans that were saying, how dare you? How dare you assume or even imply that Kell Brook would ever vacate his title just to avoid Errol Spence? Errol Spence is a nobody. He's nothing. He's overrated, etc., etc., etc. This is what they were saying, right? You fast forward about a year later and still no Brook Spence fight. In fact, Kell Brook is now telling the public that the fans don't even know who Errol Spence is. Remember, this is the guy you guys said would never even think about vacating his belt over no Errol Spence. This is what you guys were trying to say to defend Kell Brook. Now look at what's going on. So now Kell Brook once again is telling the public that his team wants him to move up to 154, but he's so stubborn and he wants to stay at 147 so bad, he doesn't know what he's going to do, but he better hurry up and decide. Once again, if you ain't going to fight Errol Spence, man, just give up the belt. Fight whoever you want to fight. You can fight whoever you want to fight. Just give up the belt. Because once again, if Kell Brook is okay with being in second or third place and he doesn't want to fight to be the best at the welterweight division, just hand your belt over and let everyone else fight for who wants to be the best at the welterweight division. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.